I mean, just look at this. Like, before there was all this dark wood all around here. And now it's just brighter, more modern. Hi guys, welcome to this video. As you can probably tell from the title, I improved the look of my living room and dining room by making a simple switch from dark brown wood baseboards to white. I only spent about $30 and 6 to 7 hours of my time to do this basic project, and it made a world of difference. So without further ado, here's what my living space looked like before the upgrade. You can see there's these dark wood baseboards. They're just old style. Looks outdated. So you can see it's kind of all over. It's in the dining room over here, over by my little laundry closet, over here by the door, by the entryway. It's just, you know. Hi. Hi. So yeah, you can see that it's going to take a little time to do all this. Oh, here's the hallway too. Too much darkness. Too much. Bedroom. So I'm going to tell you guys about my process in doing this. So to start things out, I am going to add some vinegar to some warm water. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take a rag, dip it in, and I'm going to wipe off the baseboards. Doing this will help to get all of the dust and everything that's on these baseboards off, so that when I paint, the primer will go on and stick on nicely. You pretty much always want to wash things before you paint anything, just so that the paint stays on the best. As you can see on these baseboards, there are little holes in them from when the baseboards were put in, so they're just little nail holes. I'm going to take some spackle and put it in these holes and then smooth it out, and that way when I paint, it's going to look much more smooth and you're not going to see those holes. And I'm going to just let that spackle dry. After it's done drying, I'm going to take some sandpaper and sand these down so that all the spackle is nice and smooth and in the holes, not outside of it. So then I'm just putting down some tape so that I don't get any paint on the floor. I'd rather not replace the vinyl flooring. I'm going to start off with some primer because this wood is finished, and if you don't put primer on, that can cause issues with your paint. The finish from the wood can actually soak into the paint and won't make things look very good. So I am starting with primer, and that would be my first coat. Coffee break. Still priming. As you can probably tell, I didn't put tape on the wall. That's because I didn't feel like I needed it. I've done it that way before, and I just felt like if I'm careful, I really didn't need it. So I just kind of went in carefully, and it worked out fine. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you think is going to prevent paint from being where it shouldn't be. I I picked up a few things from Home Depot that I needed. I needed this paint thinner. You use it to wash out your brushes, so water's not gonna take paint out of brushes when you use this kind of paint. Here is the paint that I'm gonna use, and the color is Palais White. And it's not like ultra pure white, but it's pretty close, just a little bit softer. And these brushes, I'm going to use one of the big ones to get the corners of the baseboards, just to get the little areas that I don't want to get with the brush, the bigger brush. Pouring my paint thinner in a cup that I don't care about. So I ended up doing 2 coats of the white paint on top of the primer, and then after those coats were dry, I just went over spots that were thin or just felt like they could use a little more paint. After 6 or 7 hours of painting, here is what my home looks like. So I am just blown away by how this looks, guys. I mean, it only took me like 6 hours to do this whole thing, and this room looks more modern, it looks more clean. I am just overall so happy with this, and would definitely recommend it for anyone else who has outdated looks in their house, like the dark wood. That pretty much sums things up. I'm so glad I did this simple project. I love doing things like this to make my house look better, and I definitely plan on doing more things like this because my house needs more updating. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!